It was a busy Friday evening in one of New York's most prestigious French restaurants. The kitchen was alive with heat, steam, and tension. At the center of it all was Chef Raymond, a perfectionist white chef known for his temper and towering ego. His kitchen ran like a military camp, strict, loud, and without mercy. But that night, his focus wasn't on the food. It was on Mei Lin, a young Asian cook who had just joined his team 2 weeks ago. Mei was quiet, skilled, and humble, but her style of cooking was different. She added small touches of her heritage to the dishes, infusing subtle Asian flavors that somehow made them better. The customers loved her dishes, but Raymond saw it as defiance. "This is a French kitchen," he shouted, slamming his hand on the counter as the staff froze in fear. "We don't mix soy sauce with my recipes." Mei looked up, her hands trembling slightly, but her voice calm. "Chef, I only wanted to enhance the flavor, not change your dish." Her tone was respectful, but Raymond's pride was wounded. In front of everyone, he ripped off her apron and pointed to the door. "If you want to cook your food, open your own restaurant. Get out of my kitchen." The other chefs stood silent as Mei walked out, holding back tears. She had left her country to chase her dream, only to be humiliated in front of everyone. Outside, Mei sat on the steps, the sound of laughter and clattering dishes echoing behind her. She took a deep breath and whispered to herself, "One day, I'll show him." Weeks passed. Without Mei, Raymond's restaurant began to lose its spark. Customers started complaining that the food felt flat, technically perfect, but soulless. Meanwhile, Mei found work in a small food truck on the city's edge, serving Asian fusion dishes that combined her culture with a touch of Western style. Within months, her food truck, named Harmony Kitchen, became a local sensation. Food bloggers called her recipes revolutionary, and lines stretched around the block. One morning, while scrolling through social media, Chef Raymond froze. A video of Mei's food truck had gone viral. He watched as a reporter praised her for bringing two worlds together through food. The dishes looked exquisite, simple yet full of warmth. For the first time, Raymond felt a sting of regret. He realized the young cook he had mocked had become something far greater. A few weeks later, a culinary event was announced, the International Taste Awards. To his surprise, Raymond and Mei were both invited as finalists. On the night of the event, the ballroom buzzed with chefs, critics, and journalists. Raymond arrived in his crisp white coat, full of nerves he wouldn't admit. Across the room, Mei stood gracefully in her modest attire, smiling softly. When the competition began, the chefs were asked to prepare a dish that represented connection. Raymond hesitated, unsure what that even meant anymore. Mei, on the other hand, moved calmly, techniques blended with Asian flavors. As the judges tasted it, they closed their eyes in awe. Finally, the announcer took the stage, and the winner of this year's International Taste Award, Mei Lin, from Harmony Kitchen. The room erupted in applause. Raymond froze in his seat as the young woman he'd once dismissed walked up to accept her trophy. As she spoke, her voice was steady and full of grace. "This award isn't just for me," she said, looking across the crowd, her eyes landing on Raymond. "It's for everyone who's ever been told their culture doesn't belong in the room. Food has no borders, it connects us." The audience stood, clapping louder. After the ceremony, Raymond approached her quietly. "Mei," he began awkwardly, his voice breaking. "I was wrong. You were right all along. I let my pride blind me." Mei smiled gently, her eyes soft. "Chef, I learned a lot from you. I don't hold anger. I just wanted to share what I love." Raymond nodded, tears forming in his eyes. "Would you consider working with me again, as a partner this time?" Mei hesitated, then extended her hand. "Only if we cook together. No walls between our flavors." He laughed lightly, shaking her hand. "Deal." Months later, Harmony and Flame, their new restaurant, opened downtown. The sign carried both their names, and inside, people from every background dined together, enjoying dishes that told a story of unity. Mei's blend of Asian spices and Raymond's French precision created something magical, something neither could have done alone. One evening, as they watched customers enjoying their food, Raymond turned to Mei and said quietly, "You taught me something no recipe ever could respect." Mei smiled. "And you taught me never to stop believing in what makes us unique." The camera would fade out on the warm glow of the restaurant, laughter in the background, and a quote appearing on screen. "Hate divides, but kindness heals. True greatness comes from humility and understanding."